There are multiple things that you, multiple businesses that you founded. I'm not sure if you're running them all now, but how do you manage to stay on top of all of these things? We're aware of Rizek and Barq now, but there are other stuff as well.
The question is wrong, because
Okay.
everybody thinks we need to be on top of. You don't need to be on top of things. Things will move. On top of things means you're adding more weight into
Okay.
things. So things are lighter when you're not on top of them.
Okay.
That's an actual, physical reality. It depends on what your purposes are and what your targets are. If are you purely financial? So are you thinking I want to make money? If that is your understanding, then a lot of the time you will figure out that there are better people who are situated to make my business make more money than I am as a founder. Is my purpose to run the business? Is my target to be as operational as possible? Then maybe I'd want to be more and more involved. For a long time of my life, my targets were purely financial. I want to take those businesses into pure financial performance. And when you're talking about pure financial performance, there's always better people to carry the business, like we said last time, from 1 to 100.
Sure.
Because those are people who look only at the financial metrics and who have no regard whatsoever to how you feel about the business. Because as a founder, you're always struck with founder poison, which is, this is your baby, this is your company. Yeah. You don't want to leave it, you don't want to do this, you don't want it to look like that. But a person who's fully directed in a certain direction will lead it into wherever it's supposed to go. And this is where a lot of the time I try and make myself negligible in the business cycle that I'm running, and I try to remove all dependency from me as much as possible. Because I've learned over the years that the best businesses are self-sufficient businesses. They do not need one man to run. And if your business is completely dependent on you, that's questionable.
How fast can that happen? I mean, you start the business, you can't just go out and hire people and just let it be.
No,
like,
you can't.
You need
You
to
have
stay
to
around
time
for a
it.
while, right?
And this is part of of management genius, right? You need to have that acumen to say, okay, this is the point I start disconnecting. And you don't just disappear, right? You make it a very gradual process through which you break the business into a lot of molecules that are handed to different people.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, as a founder, you're doing everything. You're
Absolutely.
the guy posting on social media, and you're the guy going on pitch raises, and you're the guy doing everything. Eventually, when you start breaking those tasks down into subject matter experts, you will be able to sit back and see that, okay, now I'm only doing 10% of what I used to be. How do I decrease that 10% to 5% if I want to, if it's within my mission statement?
How do you use the rest of 90-95%?
Exactly. Because you can't convince me that any individual founder is good at everything.
Absolutely
not even the Steve Jobses of the world, not even the Elon Musks.
That's not a good founder then.
There's a lot of great talent that works with those people, and great talent will only operate if you give it a great challenge. If you keep all the interesting stuff to yourself and you get everybody else to just do run chores, great talent will not stick.
That's interesting, yeah.
Right? So you need to pass on. Great talent is fueled by challenge. You need to pass on the bigger challenges to other people. And you need to be super okay with watching them make mistakes. Because up until you became a founder, you've made a lot of mistakes.
That's why you became who you are.
Exactly. So you need to respect and give your talent the space to make mistakes. And you need to give them the space to actually grow into their own management style. And that's a mistake that I've done time and time again. I used to hire managers with the expectations that they will be like me and they will have the same school of thought as I do. But then I discovered that no, they should not be. And everybody has different management styles, and I have to incubate that and be okay with it.
Sure. No, that makes sense. And I think it's very important, and we're going to take it out as a micro content, throwing challenges at your stuff and letting them fail. Something that I learned as well. And when you realize how powerful that is, it's such a joy seeing someone fail.
Yes.
Because you can see that they are learning, and that's the only way to learn.